So, David, I always was fearful that this would happen. Your numbers would go up. You would take share. Other boating companies would go down, and people would say, you know what, I'm not going to own Brunswick because the boating industry is faltering. At what point do people realize that it's not a cohort, it's a group of companies of which you're the most technological and advanced and therefore superior?
Well, thank you for saying that, Jim. It's quite correct. You know, we have some really important parts to our businesses, including the boat business, but our engine business, which has gained tremendous amounts of market share, more than 500 basis points in high horsepower share in the U.S. just in the last year. Our parts and accessories business, which is very high margin, very non-cyclical, and now accounts for something like 40% of our earnings. And of course, Freedom Boat Club, which is another annuity model that is growing like crazy. So we have a lot of growth levers, and they're really secular and long-term. In fact, we believe in them so much, we're so confident that we projected out till 2025 what our revenues would look like. And we're looking at something like $10 billion in 2025 due to these long-term secular growth levers.
Well, do you think that it's one of those things where it just frankly has to prove itself out? I mean, because like this most recent acquisition is all this great technology. As someone who likes to fish, it's just fantastic. The Freedom Boat Club, I'll be on Freedom Boat next week. I just think it's fantastic. And then I look at you're expanding in Mexico. Fantastic that you're doing that. And I just say, you know what? Sometimes you just have to say that the market is slow. I'm not saying it's wrong, because that's always dangerous to say. It's slow. It still hasn't caught on to the fact that your recurring revenue is so big.
I think that's probably right, and we'll keep reinforcing it. In fact, we have an Investor Day coming up, Jim, in early March, where we'll once again reinforce those tremendous growth levers that we have. Really, if you think about it, you know, we're still, of course, it matters what the new boat market does, but it really doesn't matter as acutely to us as it might have once done. We have many other growth levers that are bigger, including those market share gains in propulsion that are huge, including our parts and accessories business that really depends more on boat usage and is growing organically and inorganically. As you mentioned, bringing on a lot of new technology via that Navico acquisition just at the end of last year, and also buying into lithium battery technology really big time, as well as other elements of electrification. So we have a lot of things going beyond the market, and we're very pleased with our projections for 2022. So even though we had incredible growth last year, we're still planning to grow in 2022 about 17% top line and around 20% EPS. And that is coming from all across our businesses, from propulsion, from parts and accessories, and from boats and Freedom Boat Club. And we expect those secular trends to continue.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @JimCramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Kramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.